Okay, so today is Mark 5. Yesterday I did Mark 4, and today is Mark 5. So, demons driven out by Jesus. They came to the other side of the sea, to the region of the I don't know. As soon as he got out of the boat, a man with an unclean spirit came out of the tombs and met him. He lived in the tombs, and no one was able to restrain him anymore, not even with a chain, because he often had been bound with shackles and chains, but had torn the chains apart and smashed the shackles. No one was strong enough to subdue him. Night and day among the tombs and on the mountains, he was always crying out and cutting himself with stones. When he saw Jesus from a distance, he ran and knelt down before him. And he cried out with a loud voice, "What do you have to do with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? I beg you before God, don't torment me." For he had told him, "Come out of the man, you unclean spirit." "What is your name?" he asked him. "My name is Legion." Oh, wait, Legion. That was a good movie. He answered him, "Because we are many," and he begged him earnestly not to send them out of the region. A large herd of pigs was there, feeding on the hillside. The demons begged him, "Send us to the pigs so that we may enter them." So he gave them permission, and the unclean spirits came out and entered the pigs. The herd of about 2,000 pigs rushed down the steep bank into the sea and drowned there. The men who tended them ran off and reported it to the town and the countryside, and the people went to see what had happened. They came to Jesus and saw the man who had been demon-possessed sitting there, dressed and in his right mind, and they were afraid. Those who had seen it described to them what had happened to the old demon-possessed man and told them about the pigs. When they began to beg to leave their region, as he was getting into the boat, the man who had been demon-possessed begged him earnestly that he might remain with him. Jesus did not let him, but told him, "Go home to your own people and report to them how much the Lord has done for you and how he has mercy on you." So he went out and begged to proclaim in the Decapolis how much Jesus had done for him, and they were all amazed. When Jesus had crossed over again by boat to the other side, a large crowd gathered around him while he was by the sea. One of the synagogue leaders named Jairus came, and when he saw Jesus, he fell at his feet and begged him earnestly, "My little daughter is dying. Come and lay your hands on her so that she can get well and live." So Jesus went with him, and a large crowd was following and pressing against him. Now a woman suffering from bleeding for 12 years had endured much under many doctors. She had spent everything she had and was not helped at all. On the contrary, she became worse. Having heard about Jesus, she came up behind him in the crowd and touched his clothing. For she said, "If I touch his clothing, I will be made well." Instantly her flow of blood ceased, and sensed in her body that she was healed of her affliction. Immediately Jesus realized that power had gone out from him, and he turned around in the crowd and said, "Who touched my clothes?" His disciples said to him, "You see the crowd pressing against you, and yet you say, 'Who touched me?'" You say, "Who touched me?" But he was looking around to see who had done this. The woman, with fear and trembling, knowing what had happened to her, came and fell down before him and told him the whole truth. "Daughter," he said to her, "your faith has been saved. Go in peace and be healed from your affliction." While he was still speaking, people came from the synagogue leader's house and said, "Your daughter is dead. Why bother the teacher anymore?" When Jesus overheard what was said, he told the synagogue leader, "Don't be afraid, only believe." He did not let anyone accompany him except Peter, James, and John, James' brother. They came to the leader's house and saw a commotion and people weeping and wailing loudly. He went in and said to them, "Why are you making a commotion and weeping? The child is not dead but asleep." They laughed at him, but he put them all outside. He took the child's father, mother, and those who were with him and entered the place where the child was. Then he took the child by the hand and said to her, I might butcher this, I don't know. But it's translated to, "Little girl, I say to you, get up." Immediately the girl got up and began to walk. She was 12 years old. At this they were utterly astounded. Then he gave them strict orders that no one should know about this, and told them to give her something to eat. So that was Mark 5, but I want to go back to something. The one section, verses 21 through, let's see, 34. Verses. That is my mom's favorite. It's a girl restored and a woman healed, where a girl was bleeding for 12 years and she was outcasted by everyone. And that was my mom's favorite for some reason. And then I'm going to go back to 9 through 10, where it says this: "What is your name?" He asked him. "My name is Legion," and he answered him, "because we are many, and because we are many." And he begged him earnestly not to send them out of the region. So that movie, it's a good movie. I've seen it. It's called Legion, and it's about demon possessing a guy in prison and made him do many things since birth. If you haven't watched it, definitely go watch it. It's definitely worth the watch. And yeah, one of my favorites. So that's it for today. So check back in for tomorrow for Mark 6. Peace.